everyone, welcome to Carmen's Australian Storytime. It is hot today. I reckon it must be about 34-35 degrees Celsius today. So we are down the beach having a swim. My daughter's out there in the waves, so while she's swimming, I thought I'd read a story about dolphins. I'm just hoping it's not too glary. Let's have a go. Curious Little Dolphin. This is another Reader's Digest book, but it's going to give you a little bit of facts about dolphins as well. It was a beautiful summer's day, and Sophie, a baby dolphin, was swimming with her mother and her aunt in the deep blue ocean. She flipped up to the surface of the water for air, but made sure she stayed very close to her mother, for she was still a very little dolphin, and only a few days old. Sophie, said her mother, you must take care and never swim alone, for the sea can be a very dangerous place for young dolphins on their own. I think that's very true. But as Sophie looked around her, she saw all the other young dolphins having a wonderful time in the water. They rode the waves, they flipped and turned somersaults. They looked so happy. I'd love to do that too, sighed Sophie. I want to play with them and dance in the waves. Not yet, said her mother. We're about to set out on a difficult and long journey north where the waters are much warmer. Once we get there, you will have the time of your life. And anyone who's been north in the waters, they are pretty nice up there. At sunset that evening, the dolphins set off for the warmth of the north. In the midst of the group were the two youngest, Sophie and also Splash, who was just a few days older than her. The two soon became close friends. Both of them were extremely excited and flipped and bounced through the water. Stay with the group, don't swim away, urged Sophie's mother. The sea's full of dangers. If a shark sees you, he'll gobble you up for dinner. But just wait till we get to the south, whispered Sophie to Splash. Then we can go off and explore everything for ourselves. It'll be such fun. The dolphins swam and swam till at last the waters were warmer. The sea around them shimmered and brightly coloured little fish darted through the seaweed and corals. The two little dolphins couldn't believe their eyes. They thought they were in fairyland. Please, oh please, can we go and play now? Sophie asked her mother. Wait a little longer. We're all tired from the journey. You'll have plenty of time to play tomorrow, said her mother. But the two young dolphins were so impatient they found it very difficult to settle down and rest. Sorry, just getting comfortable. When the sun rose the next morning, Sophie's mother had to go and hunt for food. Stay here with your aunt, she told Sophie. I'll take you both exploring when I get back. But Sophie and Splash had spotted a rocky island in the distance and they wanted to investigate. As soon as their aunt's back was turned, the two naughty little dolphins slipped away from the group and raced off through the water together. I smell trouble. Do you smell trouble? It was brilliant. The sun shone through the water, creating huge circles of light, and the two friends danced in the beams, then sped off into the shadows, playing hide and seek among the rocks. Then Sophie looked down and spotted a cave. Look, she called to Splash. Let's go and see what we can find. The mouth of the cave glistened in the sunlight, and a shoal of little fish passed them and swam through. Come on, urged Sophie. Let's follow them inside. Oh, she's very brave, isn't she? Sophie and Splash swam into the cave. There was a shimmering, sparkling world they had never seen before. They looked excitedly at the red anemone, waving their tiny tentacles. They watched the black and yellow clownfish dart back and forth, but as they swam deeper into the cave, the water became darker and darker. What's that over there? Splash asked nervously. I think I can see two shining eyes. Uh-oh, what do you reckon? I'm thinking shark too. Sophie looked up just in time to see a huge shark swimming rapidly towards them. "Oh no," she cried, "a shark, and he's got enormous teeth." The two raced, turned tail and fled for their lives. Through the dark cave waters they sped back out into the light. The shark swiftly pursued them with an evil smile on his ugly face. "Help, help," the two little dolphins called in desperation. Within seconds, the big dolphins raced to their rescue and surrounded them. They were safe. The shark turned angrily and swam away. Two mothers were extremely cross, and Sophie and Splash were very sad and sorry, but the parents soon forgave them. "It's hard not to be curious when there are so many things to see and do," they said. "But from now on—" "Oh yes, we'll see them together," said Sophie. "It's much safer that way." "I think that's right, Sophie. I think they've learned their lesson, haven't they? Always listen to your mums and dads. They have reasons for doing the things that they do. It's not to take the fun away from you, is it?" Some dolphin facts. Keen hearing. A dolphin's ears are very small, just two tiny holes, one behind each eye. Nevertheless, dolphins hear 10 times better than we do. Mammals like us. Although they live in water, dolphins are not fish, they are mammals, which means that they breathe air and nurse their young babies. Dolphins stay with their mothers for more than a year. Dolphins breathe through an opening called a blowhole at the top of their heads. The blowhole opens to let air in and out and closes when the dolphins head under the water. Did you know dolphins are extremely intelligent and communicate with each other by whistles, grunts, and hums? Some scientists even think that mother dolphins sing lullabies to their babies. Dolphins can learn lots of tricks and are popular performers at aquariums. They can be trained to jump through hoops, find objects underwater, and take fish from their trainer's hand. Dolphins are very gentle. They never attack people. In fact, they have even been known to help tired swimmers by pulling them back to shallow water. I've heard those stories a lot. They're actually very clever, aren't they? And very caring and kind. Hopefully, just like you. Thank you for joining me on this boiling hot day in this beautiful, beautiful place. I love where I live on the Sunshine Coast. I hope wherever you are, you're having a great day too. Thank you. Don't forget to click and subscribe, and I will reach you again soon. Bye for now.